Hello, today we're doing this in a different format. This is Ziggy, by the way. We're getting to the first family in the world of Copperdale, just a small family of three, and their dog Ziggy, which you have just seen. So the people we have here is Braden Klein, your average student, and then we have his mother, Delilah Klein, who is an elementary teacher here in Copperdale. Then we have the father, Richard Klein, who is a bartender at very upscale restaurant, but unfortunately he got fired. So with that, he decided to open up his own bar instead. So we have the Klein family. All right, everybody, we're gonna get started. I know this is a small thought, but I have in mind to do 2 homes, so we'll see how it is for spacing. The next family over is a bit bigger. There is 4 Sims instead of the 3 like we have here, but I figured that it may be we may have to do, sorry, hit the mic. We may have to add a basement for the home next door, which I think works out well for what I have. It's not rotating for some reason. Okay. For the sim over, especially the teen there. So I feel that it might be okay. Everything will be alright. But yeah. Alright. I'm trying to think if I should tuck them in, leave them out. Actually, I think this one, I'm not sure if this is right here. Yeah, this one is just one bigger. Okay. Yeah. I have a screenshot of what I did just so I already have a floor plan. You guys don't see me struggling to create one. I think it's enough height. Maybe I can lower it just a bit. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe this one can be lowered. I am gonna put here. Okay, now let's get on roofing. I'm thinking of going with the matching roofing here. Well, it's not matching, but close enough because I feel like maybe too stark. Yeah, maybe too much. So get in here. Actually, get a match. Oops, got that one there. Get it? Yeah. Okay, now for paneling, I'm just thinking this lighting, it matches pretty well with the neighboring homes. Yeah, that's good. And then actually I did have a foundation for this home. And I used one here. Make sure it's all over. Alright. Now windows, I'm thinking of the, well actually, let me show you guys the floor plan that I have in mind first. Actually, let's get in lighting. Oh, that wrong. Let me see. Okay. So just add some where needed. Now, okay. That's all set. I'm back to floor plan. So this is going to be a 3 sim home. I'm thinking the teen bedroom will be here. This, I'm still between having a guest bedroom or home office. You're going to have a full bath. And then for the downstairs, we have another bath here. And then the main bedroom here, little hallway. And then this is going to be the open floor plan for the kitchen, probably this way. The stairs are going to be here. So we'll have a pretty small living room and then dining table in the middle. What I have so far, but we'll see if that changes or not. Okay. Actually, now let me get down to put in the windows. We're going to have probably front door Well, it has to be there. Then we could do some windows here for the, what is it, the kitchen. Maybe a window here for the bedroom. And then maybe in the middle as well. Yeah. And then the hallway here can have windows here. Well, one here because, oh, actually, let me see what the top's going to be. One there, just because the stairs are going to be there. I don't know if it's going to be in the way. Now for windows here, let's just do, probably, that should be fine. I like the look of that. And then maybe we could match the windows up here. I could probably do another one there. I think it's fine. And then for this side, let's do here. Be matching above. Do another there. I think that should be okay for now. We will see how that's going to look at the end when we get into the, nope, we're on the front. The one for the bathroom. And should I do one there? I don't know if I want one or should I do two? Yeah, a little more this way. That look kind of funny. Maybe keep it more evenly spaced. I'm not sure if I want even spacing or one. I kind of like the look of that. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the two windows. Or is it too much window? I think we'll stick with this. Yeah, this maybe. I'm really torn between the windows. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We'll just leave it there and then we'll see. All right. Now flooring and wallpaper. This may be, I don't know how that's going to be. You know what? I think we should do the home over just so I can have the spacing down. Actually, let me go and mirror this here. And then it is down up to where there probably? Yeah. We go out one, down. Yeah. Oops. Oh, too much of that. And then good. Alright. You know what, let me just copy the windows in this one here. This one, let's switch it to maybe a gray. Like a gray would be fine for this home. And I kind of want this to be white for a little bit of difference. How's that gonna be? Wonder if I do white on top too. Let's make this a little more interesting. Now that can be gray. Yeah, okay. Now on to this one here. Actually, let me get the flooring and everything, and then we'll get started. Wallpapers and stuff is done. I also added some debug fencing and some terrain paint. I will do more decorations like trees, bushes, stuff like that. But for now, I figured we'd focus on the interior. All right, I guess let's start off with the kitchen. Now, I don't know what counters I'm thinking of these just because they're the more, I guess it's more of a classic look. If there is matching coloring. One thing I want to say about matching coloring, stairs, I don't know why, but it doesn't match the railing to the banister. I checked and it is the same one, but for some reason it's different swatches. I don't know why that is because like know what that issue is. But this is the closest match, so I settled for that basically. All right, now back to the counters. Kind of like gray. I mean, that one matches pretty well with the wallpaper behind. I was gonna say, thought that was the same one. Is it the same? Yeah, it is a white top. Unless I go for a gray. Kind of like the gray top. Yeah. Even though it's not the same shade of brown, I mean, nothing is really matching anyway. Okay. So, I'm thinking the sink can go here. Actually, let's get in a stove first. Oh, I actually need a fridge as well. I was wondering if I put it there. And let's just try. Where's this one here? Let me see if there's any other options I could fit. Maybe this one, because the people live here. She's an elementary, what is it, teacher. So, I may stick with this one here. Let's just put it corner. I think that's fine. I don't think it's too weird. Or the floor plan would be a bit odd. Now for a stove. Thinking just a simple. I want this to look very, it's like homely. So I mean, I could go for the simple, not the simple, but the base game one, or maybe this one here, and then change it to the brown tint. Edges. I mean, that could work. But see what this one's gonna look. Maybe in a white to match with the. I think this one would fit pretty well. Even though I do like, I even do a darker. I wonder if this one comes in a darker gray. Does not. I don't like that look, so we'll keep that. Or unless I keep on changing my mind, but I may go for a white. Because the door is, I mean, just because the door is white doesn't mean this has to be. But we'll keep that. And maybe a cluttered counter being good as well. I know we're matching, or not matching, but mixing metals, but I like it either way. Okay, now for the matching countertops. I can never remember. This is the one. I'm pretty sure it's the one. Or actually, is it this one? This is the one because it has the bronze or gold. Actually, I already lost it. Which one was it? It would be the same color. Okay, first let me look. Okay, this one because of the handles. I lose it every time. Okay. Now, I don't know if I want a corner. Nah, go with the full. Would they have exposed? Yeah, I think so. This one will not add. And see this end piece. I think that's nice. Then for the windows, I'm pretty sure if I do an end piece, it's gonna cut in. Not even gonna work. Would this cut into the window if I do that? Yeah, it does. Well, it's fine. Okay, don't really need it. I think this should be good with spacing. Let's get in a hood oven actually. I'm thinking we can go for. Oh, it's not big enough. I could size it up, but actually, let's go. Let's see what this one is. Any nice watches? I think this would be good. I don't really use this one much, to be honest. Yeah, but I feel like it would work well. Okay. I feel like they would have a microwave and coffee machine, so give them that. Maybe in a black, yeah. And then for the microwave, I'm thinking here. No, it's right by the sink, but go for classic microwave, and then yeah. Now for dining table, I'll get to the decorations in a bit. But I want a decent like size family table. I don't know what kind of look I want. I'm gonna go for this one here if there is a good swatch of brown. And that one's a bit darker, but I do like it. It does make it feel more like warm and cozy because of the shades of brown. Okay, I think I'll stick with that. And then actually get in. I don't think that's the right shade of brown. Yeah, the first one. And then, yeah, I actually like this here. I think that would be good. And then positioning though is going to be a bit of a challenge. I mean, I could do at an angle. Just, I don't think they would be able to walk by. So I guess how about we do it there? I think that's decent. Like considering the floor is kind of like, obviously not all the way. I wonder if we just do a, not floor piece, a little, fencing. So it looks, or makes a little sense. Actually, what if I just extend the kitchen out one, just so that, let's pull it back. Actually, I don't think, oops. Now this feels like I really need it too much. And then let's put this back. I guess I can't. Well, trying to figure that out. And I kind of like, actually, now that we moved this one over, I just go like that. And I think, yeah, this is probably the best. Because even though this is a bit weird, it'll be fine. Just stick with that there. Let's get in a couch. We're obviously not gonna have too much space to put in a TV. Or actually, I could put in a small TV. Actually get that one. And it'll be a nice console. I think something a bit higher may be better. Even a darker shade of brown would work. Or should I lighten it? I think a light shade is fine. Yeah, we have that there. And then a couch. Want, see, where's that? I have one in mind. Yeah, like one here, or there's another one I had in mind. Can't recall what pack it came in. But let's just check swatches first. Well, the blue's not too bad. But it does go in with all the blue. I never really used the blue as well. Yeah, let's go with the blue. Let's use something a bit different. And then a rug. I want a nice big rug. I don't think the rug would be messy. Like, they would have stuff that are a bit worn, but I don't think the rug would be. See if this comes in. I feel like I use this one often, but it goes well. Well, actually, I don't like it with this one, but it goes well for a lot of things. Okay. Like, I mean, that could be nice. Another one I use often. I think I like the green one, but I also like one here. Yeah, let's stick with this one. Right there. Just make it at a angle. I do want that. Yeah, this one here. This broken lamp. Like would be nice. In this corner, we have a different shade. I don't know if I want the. Is there any good silver? I mean, that's decent. Because I don't want it to. Actually, dark's not that bad. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the dark one for now, or light one. Well, I think that depends on the curtains. Like, if the curtains are bright, then we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get out some little minor details, and then we'll get started on the guest bedroom or the main bedroom. All right, I added some clutter around the place. I think it's just the right amount. I also went ahead and did the hallway and bath. Again, very simple, very light. Didn't want to do too much. But yeah, let's get started on the main bedroom. For this one, I'm thinking pretty simple and clean. Don't really want much clutter. And for bedding, I don't have anything in mind. I wonder if it has any good watches. It does, but I just, you know, would brown be a little too much brown? I feel like there's that much, but we can check. Or maybe, I wish they were darker poster for the quilts, but that's not really the vibe I'm going for. I don't really know what kind of, I don't get an overall feel of the home. Actually, I think this may be the way to go. Something a bit simple, effective, and just a bed. Doesn't need anything too crazy. And for side tables, I'm thinking, well, actually, oh no, these never, doesn't come, never did. Actually, what if we get in these here a little too dark? And I could go ahead and try to match in with the paneling. In that case, I'm gonna have to switch out the bed, but actually that kind of works out because I do like the wood paneling here. Hopefully there's a good swatch and isn't, but yeah, they match. I mean, I could go for that one. Like go. I like the color of the bedding. I just wish the paneling itself matched in better. I think we can get away with it. Add in the same lines here. And then get in a dresser. I'm thinking just right up in front. Doesn't have to be a all dresser. Get a as close of a wood match. Probably the closest. That's fine. And then, you know, I'll give them a TV in their room. Like that could or would make sense. Let's actually use this one. I don't use this one often. Then let's get a nice big rug. I could use the one I referred to earlier that I use often. Yeah. This one here. Maybe keep saying I use it often. Now I don't. It's all for it. I think it's the bed that is throwing me off. I really like the paneling, but I just feel that maybe not for this uh, room here. But maybe even one of these. If there's any good watches or headboards that blend in. Okay, I like this one, but I feel like with the rug, does it pull in too much of that in? Let's see. Tuck it in there. Actually, could be fine. Let's put in the nightstand's closer. Okay. I think I'm liking that. It's very plain, but maybe we can get some clutter to the side. Probably a mug. The teacher does her grading. Then let's give her, or actually, or we'll give him this thing just because it reminds you like receipts and coins, even though it's not buttons, but that reminds me of. And then where is that open? Like, would he be a little bit too messy? Actually, let's give him a little notebook, and where he maybe writes down his new drinks and recipes. Then you will have, maybe we should give her some cards, gets from students. No, actually, because I gave her one that's a little too big. I mean, I can size it down. Actually, what if this could just be some family gift cards? Move better position. Yeah, that's fine. And then what else? Maybe or we go there. And then what else? Like just the open, yeah, this one here. Open book. Go over here. Then let's have her read. Really choose this one much. With that. You know, I think that maybe some lamps or table lamps could go good. I kind of imagine her. I imagine her being a candle or a salt lamp. So having one of those. I feel like I can imagine her with the salt lamp. Let's go with that. More of a pink tone. Okay, that's nice. And then so that he would have just standard, a simple light. Let's go with that. Now, I'm wondering if I should go ahead and add some artwork or keep it plain. Look, a chair in this corner may be good. They put on their shoes and stuff. Let's see what chair. Maybe this one. Maybe he has his chair that he doesn't want to get rid of. Yeah, I think that could work. Over here, right by the door. Yeah, maybe that's like something he used to have when they had their previous home, maybe. He just doesn't want to get rid of it. We do that. And then for her, I feel like maybe we just plant in that corner. Or maybe not that one. Maybe this one here. But yeah. Then we'll put it in we go lighter brown, darker. Let's actually go with the darker shade. And I feel like that good. Again, I don't know if I want to add artwork. Yeah, maybe we should put in some like family photos. I'll leave this one here. Yeah, you can make your own or add your own photos. And then another one over here. I think that makes sense. You know what? I actually kind of want shelving here for her. Maybe a little bookshelf. Shelving. We have these books already are shelves, but I wonder if we have any shelves. Pretty sure we do have a shelf that is already cluttered with books, or even maybe not that. Could go ahead and add. Well, it really makes sense to have this in the bedroom. You're not gonna. There's not too much. I mean, these two are matching shades. Really close is brown. maybe that one. This one here can fit. I don't know if I have this or I'll tuck it in there. Move the door one over just so we can have space for this one here. I think that's good. Let's just get up more. Yeah, and that could be her teacher's. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then now for the photos, I think we'll just stick with this one here. Yeah, and then back to the shelves. They do want to have a display of her books that she collected. Finding the right shelf, a little too thick. We could even go for the classic simple shelf. Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe I don't know how high up. Maybe I think that good enough. You can reach it fine. Actually, go just a bit lower, and then I'll put this book. So it looks like that. It is stacked up there, and then decorations. If there is the other books, actually maybe she'll have some little trinkets and stuff up here as well. Maybe you could put her makeup there. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then books. I have this stack here. What else? We have one of the this one here. Like ones they don't snap on. Okay. We'll keep them down just so we can have that. Well actually I think this one comes in more swatches. Yeah, okay. We'll keep this one is fine. Use this shelf real quick. Okay. And then I think this should be it. There'll be plenty of books for the play. It just right. And now just pick some random watches. Random then I'm using. Okay, good. All right. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for today. That's just the right amount. All right. Let's just go a quick little for the home just so we can see what it is. Okay. What we have so far is we enter this little living room here. And we have the kitchen over here. And we walk over to the again hallway, just little things. And we have the bathroom. I didn't really show you guys it well, but there it is. Then go to the main room. All right, I'm gonna leave it here with the shot bedroom. And if you have any more suggestions of things I can add or do, but next video we will be working on the teen room, the upstairs. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.